This is the water section of my Spirit Animals Poetry chapbook. As you can see, there's lots of pictures. There is beer, an astronaut's helmet, a pond, lots of playing cards, a cast iron skillet with flesh burned onto it, and I hope this will all make sense as I read these poems. The first poem in this section is called Stella, and this is one of the few times in my poetry where I try and be a little misleading. The first image in the poem is of a woman, and then the rest of the poem is mostly about a beer, but it can really go both ways. The descriptions about Stella could be about a beer or a woman, so that's kind of how this poem works, and however you connect with it best, go with that. Alright, this one is called Stella. Her tan-toned thighs teasing together throw me off, so I take in Stella like she's limited edition, and our time together is a tornado whirl. Stella's taste and aroma tap dance on my tongue and wet my lips. I'm a drum, each aortic pump a bass pedal beat. My skin covers the hollowness without Stella. This next poem is called Broken Reservoir, and in this poem the narrator is mostly me, and it used to be titled Going Away, and I've never really left home for more than about a month or so, home being Cincinnati, but the narrator of this poem, it could be a lot more dramatic. He or she could be leaving, forever, so to say, and really it's just however you connect with the poem better, that's the way I want you to interpret it. So here is Broken Reservoir. I knock over a beer, and the amber races out, all over Tony and the table. A lickable lake. Tears, I won't cry. My ducts are walled up on purpose. I burned my hand, grabbing the hot cast iron skillet to clean it, and just said, ow, and set it back down. The blister bubble, an astronaut's helmet, not quite clear, shakes as we clean up the murky mess at the bar. I leave everyone tomorrow, yet I'm already lost in space. So then, with this poem, I played with the line breaks and the spacing a lot, and you can see it in the document under this video. The last poem in the water section is called Good Luck, Bad Luck, and this poem is kind of dedicated to my Mima. She gave me this St. Christopher's medal, and I quote her at the end of the poem. This poem I also use a lot of words that have double meanings, and I play with the language in a way that uses terminology for playing cards a lot, so be on the lookout for that. And this is one of the few poems that I've written where I use the word you, and the poem's kind of like a love poem, like an I want you back type poem. I rarely ever write poems like this. So here it goes. This is Good Luck, Bad Luck. I miss kissing, like a king misses his queen when her heart stopped, dead, and he digs the ditch himself. The stab and strike of the spade in the soft morning soil breaks the sweat until my hands are blistered and calloused. I'm digging a hole for an evergreen, but I might as well be digging a grave. After rounds and rounds of Crown and Coke, vodka and gin, my usual tricks were transparent, as see-through as the liquor in the glass, yet we paired up and held hands, running through the park. Your diamond earrings shimmering, full moon cutting our breath. Our clothes burst off like shrapnel, and we jumped off that old wooden deck to swim in the pond. Our bodies broke the surface. I fell deeper than expected. We kicked frantically to get back up for air. My Mima always said, lucky in cards, unlucky in love. So I'd count the cards to take less risks. I get trips, draw again, or bluff, but I always fold before I flush. I stop showing my hands, and I can't win since I lost you. And originally I wrote, I can't win since you moved on, but I thought the win-lose thing worked a little bit better. Feel free to leave any comments. Thanks for listening.